So do you do like customized beats for like artists and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Like basically, that's how I do it. Like if they want a certain beat, usually I can pick from like I have a catalog. So usually we can pick from the catalog if they want to make something. Like,
Nice.
yeah, should we do that? So it's basically totally what they want, right?
Take us through the process of creating an instrumental.
It's like always different. To be honest, like it's always different. Like sometimes I'll start with drums or something like that, and then I'll put a melody on it, and then I'll just keep building like layer after layer. And then sometimes I can start with like the bass on it first, and just hear like I can hear one sound one time like a snap, and then be like that gives me an idea. It's just an all natural. Like to be honest, like, it's just like I just start from scratch, and then like if it feels good, then it feels good, and I keep going. It's like a puzzle. Like I have all the pieces. And I just gotta put it together. It's like we've listened to music for so long, and it's like I know how something should sound.
Okay, cool. So how do you get in your zone?
Honestly, to get in my zone, like a lot of times, it would be like an escapism. Like it's something, if a lot of bad shit's happening, and a lot of bad things, or a lot of negative things are happening in my life, then I find like my zone's better.
Is that where you draw your inspiration
It's
from?
not what I like to, but like it just happens like that. I mean, inspiration can be anything. Like a lot of times I make music at night,
Yeah.
just because I don't know, like I'm more in the zone.
Night animal. So off the top of your head, what are like maybe 3 things that inspire you?
Honestly, like a lot of things that inspire me, like to continue doing music, is just like the music that's out there right now, and like the younger generations, the stuff that they listen to is just. It's not saying that it's all bad or whatever, but it's just not. Just I don't know. I want to give them options, right? Off the top is just like to make like history, like just to make my sound like historical, like like just make music that's gonna be around forever.
So what are the genres? Do you have like a specific genre?
No, like I just figured like I'm just gonna call this other, like the genre's like new wave, like other. I don't want it to be labeled like a certain thing and then that's all I can do.
You don't like to be limited?
Yeah, I don't want to be limited to like one thing, I can do it all.
Well, you were talking about music nowadays. What do you think about the music right now?
Just, it seems like a lot of like music that comes out now is like the same formula, like every time. It just depends what you're into. I honestly find myself like not even listening to a lot of stuff that's on the radio and like in the mainstream stuff. Not that I don't listen to the radio, and I don't like some of the stuff on the radio, but there's so much good music out there, like just locally and internationally, that just the people that you probably wouldn't heard before, and they're doing their thing. That also inspires me too, just hearing music from like all over the world. You're like, wow, like they're doing it over there, and they might appreciate my music because I appreciate this.
How did you know this is what you wanted to do?
I honestly didn't know that this is what I wanted to do until probably like 5 years ago. I'm 24 now, so like when I was probably like 19, I was like, okay, like I really want to do this. Probably even like at the end of high school, I used to make songs and make music or whatever with my friends. Almost like in grade 12, I started messing around with sound. I mean, I was always messing around with sound. Like we recorded, like I was making music when I was like in grade 7, like just on like computers, like like mics and stuff, like computer mics, right? And as time went on, my friend got programs and stuff. I just basically like used all these programs and then like I used to just mess around with samples.
Self-taught?
Totally.
Where do you hope to take your music?
Hopefully the plan is to take the music everywhere. I want my music to be like recognized in all those genres, like hip hop, reggae, R&B, like pop, everything, like rock. So like I want to take it to all those avenues. You know what I'm saying?
What's unique about the music that you put out?
What's unique is that like it's so like it's just a natural process. Like it's just like I said, like I'm not musically trained. Like, whatever comes out comes out. I mean, a lot of times I've planned it like okay, I want to make this type of instrumental or whatever this type of beat, but like it's like cooking. Like you just like put something in, like wow, that tastes good, and you keep adding to it, and it keeps tasting, it tastes better and better, and it's like okay, now we can package it. This is the dish.
Are there any people out there in particular that you would like to work with?
There's tons of artists I'd love to work with. Like Justin Timberlake for sure.
What about some Canadian artists?
Canadian artists who I like to work with, like something like Julie Black, like Melanie Fiona, something like they just have such powerful voices. A lot of singers, like I'm not like I said, I've done so much hip hop.
Looking for something new?
Yeah, because I've been like since I started making instrumentals, I've been making all different types of instrumentals. It just so happened that hip hop was like what took off first for me. So
It's about some current projects.
right now I'm like just working with various artists, a couple rappers, a couple singers, and I recently just like finished packaging like the instrumental EP.
Okay, tell us about that.
It's basically just 10 instrumentals, and they're like all different types of instrumentals. It might be like a house instrumental. instrumental. It might be like an R&B. It's very like futuristic synthesizer, that's all I use on it. There's no sound.
Yeah.
So it's more like an urban, futuristic album, like EP, like instrumental.
And what made you do that?
Honestly, living in like different cities is inspired me to do this. Like I've always wanted to do it. You know, I used to release tapes here and there just to like friends and stuff. So I've always had like the idea to do the instrumental album. So I just figured I'd make a CD that could cater to everyone.
Okay, so where can people find out about what you do?
It's soulonline.net. You go to my Facebook and you see
What do you think about the Canadian music industry?
Yeah, but I think there's so much talent in Canada, it's like ridiculous. I think the art is like, it's definitely on point, it's not better than.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself in 5 years, just doing my thing, you know, and continue to like create just like new music, like new sounding music. Hopefully on a beach.
Oh yeah. Rich.
Hopefully on a beach with a beautiful lady. And I just hope that in the future, like, you know, when the music is recognized. Yeah.
Any other interests, hobbies, and stuff?
I like food, like, I love food, so I like sports too, like, I love sports.
What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport would probably be basketball, like basketball or football.
Do you play?
Yeah, I play, like, I'm pretty busy nowadays, so I'm not as active as I'd like to be. Sports, food, like, I'm pretty much like a typical guy, like, I like food. So, if anyone can cook, you can contact me.
Can you cook?
I can definitely cook.
Uh-oh.
I like food and conversation.
Food and conversation and music.